Customs. So I just wanted to start out and thank everyone that is here today. We couldn't do this show without any of you, and we appreciate your support more than, you know. I am totally and absolutely floored by everyone out here, and it is just overwhelming for me to see everyone out there and the support that you guys give us year after year. And it is appreciated more than you will ever know. Whether you're here for the vintage camping, the mini bike races, the banger races, the pinup contest that you're about to witness, the swap meet, whatever it is that brings you here, we appreciate it. And it brings so many different people of different ages, different groups, all together under one roof, literally. And it is amazing. So we thank you all, every single one of you. I would also like to thank all our sponsors and everyone that donated today to the Pinup contest and everyone else that helps make this show move. So, with that said, let's get the show on the road for the 11th annual Miss Northern Roundup Pinup contest. First and foremost, I would like to introduce our 3 judges. First up, well, I'd say the sassy redhead, but she's not a redhead anymore. She's living life in the fast lane and embracing every thrilling moment. She is honored to be crowned the 2023 Miss Northern Roundup Queen and is thrilled to be judging this year's pinup show. She wanted to give a heartfelt shout out to the incredible volunteers, generous sponsors, and amazing supporters who make this event a rootin' shootin' good time. Her words. Anyway, let's keep the good vibes rolling and create unforgettable memories together this year. Miss Chainsaw Honey. All right, on to our second judge. Miss Ashley is from Tomahawk, Wisconsin, and works at a local college where she supports students and programs in higher education. Coming up this August, she will be pursuing her master's degree, taking the next step in her professional journey. Ashley was introduced to the car scene when she met her husband, Tim, 20 years ago. Together, they own a 54 Buick Century and a 66 Ford Galaxy. When she's not at work or at a car show, she enjoys spending time in her garden, caring for her chickens and turkeys, and going camping with her husband and their furry daughter, River. Ashley and her husband, Tim, are some of the biggest supporters and sponsors of the Northern Roundup, and we would like to thank them and their continued support. Take that back. That's my kid's school report. Sorry. Anywho, we'd like to welcome our final judge, Chris Q, or Sexy Maxie, as a lot of you know him. He is a new member of the Roadman Car Club, but he is definitely not new to the Wisconsin traditional hot rod festival scene. He is making his long-awaited return to Northern Roundup this year because, well, sometimes work just sucks. But here is a fun tidbit of info. Chris met his wife Destiny at a hot rod festival. They even has his and hers classes. He has a 1951 Chevy two-door, and his wife has a 1941 Chrysler DeSoto cop car. Chris Chris enjoys all facets of the vintage culture, including having a good time with new and old friends, and he couldn't be more excited to be a judge for today. But don't worry, ladies, he is no Judge Dredd. He is definitely not above the law. Sexy Mexi, everyone! You ready? You're gonna be ready. All right. Please welcome to the stage Miss Casey Jo Rumble, all the way from Wisconsin. We asked each lady for one true and one false fact. When they come up, they're going to own the true and which one is false. We're also going to ask for audience participation with some of them, purely by random. And then they will answer a random question. And then they will step off the stage. Anyway, Casey's facts. While working at a hotel in Green Bay, she was badgered into an all-night Halo tournament with the members of the band Seether. They did not appreciate her sniper skills. Or fact number 2. She had surprised her husband with a broadsword battle at the end of their wedding reception. And speak today. They had to call a draw due to not wanting to end up in the ER on their wedding day. All right. So, which one do you all think is true and which one all do you think is false? All right, hold it. Which one is true, which one is false?
All I can say is on guard.
All right, pick one more, please. All right, so on this list, I have a list of 25 random questions. So she picked number 22, she gets asked number 22 on the list. So, with that said, there are so many 1950s icons. For example, Audrey Hepburn, Lucille Ball, Grace Kelly, and Marilyn Monroe. If you could have dinner with any 1950s icon, who would it be, and what would be one thing you would want to ask them, and why?
Let's see. Well, most of my close friends know I have a Marilyn Monroe shrine in our living room that my husband happily accepted when we moved in together. I mean, this thing is massive. It takes up one whole wall of his living room. And as a bachelor previous to me moving in, he had the beer signs and everything, but I made it homey. But I would love to have dinner with Marilyn Monroe, just to find out what John F. Kennedy was like in bed. Thank you.
Miss Casey Jo Rumble. Contestant number 2, Heidi Love, aka Lady on the Moon, all the way from Gladstone, Michigan. We asked her for one true fact and one false fact. Between her husband and her own, they own over 10 vehicles. Or fact number 2, she's a natural blonde. All right, Miss Heidi Love, which fact is true and which fact is false?
I am not a natural blonde, but my personality is.
All right, maybe you're picking number, please. Thank you. All right, she picked number 15 on that list. All right. If you were a ghost, who would you want to haunt and why? Love, aka Lady on the Moon. Alright. Contestant number 3, Miss Bella CRUZ. All the way from Endeavor, Wisconsin. So we asked for a true fact and a false fact. Fact number 1. She absolutely loves doing her nails. I mean, seriously, they are absolutely amazing under those gloves. You have no idea. But she's just hiding her true talent. Fact number 2. She's horrible at doing her own hair. Alright, come on, lady. Which one's true, which one's false?
Which one do we think is true?
Good question.
Do I have pretty nails under here?
Or did she have pretty amazing hair?
I'm not really good at doing my own hair. I might ask for help once in a while.
She got number question 13 on my list. So let's see here. If you could have a second chance at one event in your life, what would you choose? What would you do differently?
Well, a lot of people don't know this about me, but I did actually go to school for nursing. But I partied way too hard and ended up having to drop out. So I would go back to college and make sure I don't drink and party too much and actually get my degree.
Miss Bella CRUZ. All right, please welcome to the stage contestant number 4, Miss MILLIE Mitchell. All the way from Minneapolis, Minnesota. We asked for 2 facts. Fact number 1. You might be surprised, she might have a twin. Fact number 2. She once sang with Winona Judge for the Vice President of the United States. All right, Miss MILLIE.
So which one's true?
Which one is true?
I am a triplet. I am not a twin. I did sing with Winona Judd for the Vice President of the United States. Dun, dun, dun.
She picked number 18 from my list. Let's see here. If you could be a contestant on one of these 1950s game shows, which would you pick and why? Queen for a Day, The Price is Right, I've Got a Secret, or The Clock.
Okay, so I would have to pick The Price is Right. But if you didn't know, The Price is Right in the 1950s ran twice a day in the daytime and in the nighttime. And I gotta tell you, the nighttime was a lot spicier. And they also had a home sweepstake, so you could put in a postcard. But I have to tell you, the prizes were wild and unhinged. And this is exactly why I would pick The Price is Right. So the prizes they gave away were things like a grill, but with it you get a live Angus cow. A color TV, but you got a live peacock for a color guide. A whole island. You got to be an extra and flown to Israel to be in the movie Exodus. A submarine. I mean, like, tell me, where the heck are you gonna park a submarine? Maybe on your brand new island. So The Price is Right, the nighttime with a home sweepstake edition.
Sorry about that. Miss MILLIE Mitchell. stage contestant number 5, darling AVENLEIGH. All the way from Horicon, Wisconsin. We asked for 1 true fact and 1 false fact. Fact number 1. She has a painting goat named Bonnie. Or fact number 2. She partied with Tyler Farr and Travis Denning in Costa Rica. I wonder which one it is. What do you guys think? What do you think?
What do I think? Well, hello everybody. I'm going to tell you exactly what I think. I got on a plane and I flew to Costa Rica and I went to this awesome little monkey bar in the jungle and I partied with Tyler Farr and Travis Denning.
All right, she got number 21 off my list. What are you most passionate about in your life and why?
So, I gotta tell you, I'm passionate about just about everything that I do. I put my heart and soul into everything because I always want to do my best. And I want to do my best for everybody around me so that they can see it and it makes them better people. So that is what I put my heart and soul into.
Miss Darling AVENLEIGH. Contestant number 6, Miss VIXEN. All the way from Green Bay, Wisconsin. We asked for 1 true fact and 1 false fact. Fact number 1. She has a love for some really good chips and queso. It is so strong, she once drove over 2.5 hours just to go to her favorite restaurant to have it. Or, fact number 2. Being the crafty and resourceful person that she is, while her husband wasn't home one day, she was determined to make a bookshelf for all her art supplies. She had no idea where half of his tools were except the staple gun. So, in true creative fashion, she took the scrap pieces of wood and cut them to the sizes and kneaded and stapled everything together. He said it wouldn't work, but she sure showed him. Maybe our fact is true.
What does everybody think? Am I hungry or am I crafty? Although I do get pretty hangry once in a while, and nobody likes a hangry lady, I did not drive 2.5 hours to get my favorite chips and queso. I did, however, when my husband wasn't home, I decided I was gonna build me a bookshelf for all my art supplies, and I couldn't find any of his tools. I found a staple gun. Let me tell you, that thing is still standing today in my basement with my art supplies.
All right, question number 24. You studied. Did you study?
Did I study?
I don't know. You tell me. All right. Have you ever made a prank phone call? If so, who was it to and what did you say? If not, what is one of the craziest things you have ever done in life?
I'm from a bygone time when prank calling, looking up the phone numbers of landlines, was child's play. I will admit that I have had my share of prank calls, delivering pizzas, blah, 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 but I will say the craziest thing I've ever done was stand at the end of those mini bike races at the drag strip. They are swerving all over and you're like this.
Miss Lucy VIXEN. We asked her for 2 true and 1 false fact. Fact number 1, she loves to go to the beach because of the sand and the sun. However, the one thing she hates about the beach is water. I know, right? Or, fact number 2, she once had a pet fish named Nelson that she rescued when she went to the beach. The one time she went swimming, Nelson swam up to her and would not leave her alone. And kept swimming in circles around her. She finally got fed up and caught Nelson with her bare hands and saw how cute he was and decided to take him home as a pet. How about that? All right, my dear, which fact is true? Which fact is false? What do y'all think?
1 or 2? It's actually number 1. Well, I did. Hello, can you hear me? Well, I did live in California and I went to the beach often. I do not like going in the water. If I can't see my feet anymore, I am too deep. I don't like the seaweed, I don't like the fish swimming around, I don't care for any of it. Thank you.
All right, my dear. Over. All right. I got number 20 on my list. So, on July 17th, 1955. Does anybody know their history? July 17th, 1955, what happened? Disneyland opened to the public. Since then, there have been many other theme parks that have opened as well. Which is your favorite theme park and why?
Bringing me back to my days in California, there's an amusement park in Anaheim, kind of close to Disneyland. It's called Knott's Berry Farm. It's got tons of roller coasters. It's got like an old-timey 1800s themed town. You get to interact with all the like actors there. You can become a sheriff and arrest people in the town. It's just a lot of fun. So Knott's Berry Farm.
Miss Cherry Pistol. Please welcome to the stage contestant number 8, Miss Bella Fire. All the way from Denver, Colorado. We asked for 1 true fact and 1 false fact. Fact number 1. She used to be a cheerleader for the Denver Broncos for 2 years. Second fact. She is a retired professor of mathematics with a PhD in mathematics education. All right, my dear. Which fact is true and which fact is false?
Do we think they can guess? Number 1 or number 2? I actually have a PhD in mathematics education. I was a professor for almost 30 years and a department chair of mathematics. And I work for the Colorado Department of Higher Education redesigning math pathways.
All right, she got number 17 on my list. Let's see here.
I didn't memorize them.
What is one of your irrational fears and why?
I knew I was gonna get this one, and I really should talk about irrational numbers and give you a lesson on that. Irrational numbers are actually called the weird numbers because they're non-terminating, non-repeating decimals. But that's not my irrational fear. My irrational fear is actually doing my taxes. I hate doing my taxes. I don't want to do them. I have an accountant who does them for me because the last thing I want to do when I get home is math. So I would say that my irrational fear is having to do my taxes on a regular basis. And from retiring from higher education and doing full-time showgirl, I live gig life now, and trying to do taxes in gig life is a nightmare. So bless all of you out there who are accountants and can math for me now.
Me too. And fact number 2, she once ran barefoot on a gravel driveway just to win a bet. Is that bet with her husband?
What do you guys
You tell me.
think? Which one is true? For those of you that said 2, you are correct. My husband bet me $100 that I could not run across the gravel driveway, and I just had to prove him wrong.
All right, my dear, you got number 14 on my list. Yeah, everyone's on the back side of my page. No one on the front yet. Anyway, what is your worst habit? And what is keeping you from dropping it?
That is a great question, and to be honest, I haven't had a lot of time to think about that. And at this point, I'm all out of clocks. Before I go, I would like to leave you with a chicken joke. Why did the chicken cross the road? Because!
Miss Ruthie Rumba! All right, please welcome to the stage contestant number 10, Miss Anna Tomic, all the way from Ironwood, Michigan. We asked for 1 true fact and 1 false fact. Fact number 1. Speaking of irrational fears, she has an irrational fear of going through the car wash. It makes her feel trapped and spinning. She just can't handle it and she would rather do it herself. Fact number 2. Her absolute favorite thing in the world is coconut. If it has coconut in it, she is all for it. The texture, the taste, the smell, it's absolutely delicious to her. She is dreaming of a pina colada and an almond joy right now. All right, my dear. Which one do y'all think is true and which one do y'all think is false? Fact number 1 or fact number 2?
Coconuts or car wash? For those of you that said coconuts, you are wrong. I'm sorry. I do not like coconut. That was my least favorite flavor. However, I am definitely afraid of going through the car wash. It's like a spinning realm of hell, and I don't enjoy it at all. I've been afraid of it since I was a child, and that keeps up true to today. And I make Jay take our cars to the car wash if we don't do it at home.
In all fairness, I do agree with you on the coconut. Tastes like sunscreen. All right, I need a number. All right. Miss Anatomic got number 23 on my list. Maybe. Hold on. All right, question number 23. In your mind, what is one piece of 1950s fashion that has remained timeless and why?
Well, according to my outfit today, you'd think it'd be the swing dress, but I like to think it's the wiggle dress or the pencil skirt, if you will. Especially in black, it's timeless, it's gone through the era, and I still sport one today on occasion, so I definitely would say either the pencil skirt or the wiggle dress. It'll be sexy.
Miss Anatomic! All right, please welcome to the stage contestant number 11, Miss Kitty KAOS, all the way from Minneapolis, Minnesota. We asked for a true fact and a false fact. Fact number 1. She has a lead foot and she loves to drive fast. Such a speed demon. Or fact number 2. She can talk her way out of a speeding ticket any day, no problem for her. Do we want to know how you do that? Let's find out which is true and which is false. What do y'all think?
Am I a speed demon or can I talk my way out of tickets?
drive here today.
Ooh. Question number 1. Oh boy.
It's the big one.
It is the biggest one. Number 1. Why do you want to be Miss Northern Roundup 2025?
Can you hear me? All right. But we'll move on. Anyway, the reason I want to be Miss 2025 is so I can come back next year and have a good reason to come back next year. This is the worst question that anybody can get because none of us plan on coming up here and winning. I come here for fun. If I were to place or win, that's great. But I come here to have fun, to see my women, see my girls. And that's why I'm here.
Miss Kitty KAOS. All right, please welcome to the stage contestant number 12, Miss LEXI, all the way from New Lisbon, Wisconsin. We asked for 1 true fact and 1 false fact, in no particular order. She's left-handed, a natural redhead, well, today, and has double heterochronia. Fact number 2. She is the least clumsy person you will ever meet. She is as graceful as a swan. All right, which one's true, which one's false?
1, 2, what we got? Number 1 is correct. So I have 1 eye that is green and gold and 1 eye that is gray and yellow. I am a natural redhead and not left-handed.
All right. All right, my dear. You got number 16 on my list, and number 16 is... What is the most life-changing decision you have ever made on a whim? Could you imagine what your life would be like if you hadn't made that decision?
Well, I am the second youngest of 8. I'm the only one of my parents' children that are super into cars. My husband and I just picked up a 1966 Chevy Impala station wagon, and that would be great for my family of 4, and we've been looking for one, so we can roll up to car shows with kids in style.
Miss LEXI Luscious. All right, please welcome to the stage contestant number 13, CORA VETTE, all the way from Brookfield, Wisconsin. We asked for 2 facts, 1 true, 1 false. Fact number 1, she has no clue how to drive a stick shift car. Or, fact number 2, she once had 24 piercings, and only 5 of those were not in her face. All right, my dear.
So, can I drive stick shift or piercings?
All right.
So number 1 is true. I actually first learned how to drive a car with stick shift. So my dad was going to give me a 1980 Toyota truck, and then right before my driver's test, he swapped it out for an automatic Ford Explorer Sport. Haven't unfortunately drove stick shift since, but I do know how. And with the piercings, I've actually had 26 of them, and yes, only 5 of them were not in my face.
All right, my dear, pick a number, please. Number 4. Let's see what number 4 is. Alright, I like this one. If
pretty and elegant, and that's kind of why I like to get dressed up and participate. But in actuality, a dragon, because I love to hoard shiny things such as car parts and jewelry.
Miss Cora Butt. All right, please welcome to the stage contestant number 14, Miss Bobbi Jo Bouffant. All the way from Edgar, Wisconsin. We asked her for a true fact and a false fact. All right, fact number 1. She helped flip a breech baby one time. Or fact number 2. She's been known to cover up a speech impediment with a French accent while public speaking. I wonder which one is which. What do y'all think? Number 1 or number 2?
What do we think? Well, I used to do public speaking in high school because it terrified me. Hi, I'm Bobbi Jo and I'm here talking to you. Thank you for coming. So I did have a speech impediment, but I can't tell a good lie. So I told a white lie to you guys. I can't do a French accent, but I do a pretty good British one. Thank you. I did that for the whole contest. And at the end of the day, my fellow competitors were going up to my teacher going, I love your foreign exchange student. I don't have a foreign exchange student, but it got me to state, so use what you got.
Miss Bobbi Jo, you have question number 8 on my list. What emoji best describes you and why?
I had to think about this one, because to me, I'm like the best sale of your life. You get a lot of personalities for the price of one. So I do a lot of like crying, laughing emojis when I'm talking to my friends because I love making them happy. I send them random stuff all the time, just because I know it's gonna make their day better. I was like, well, I could be the upside down one, smiley face. Because sometimes I say stuff that gets people's heads tilting. Like, what? Like, yeah, that's me. I like me. And there's also the blank stare. Any of my friends and family will tell you, I have a dead blank stare. I should be a police officer. It drives people insane. So I can't pick one. I have a lot of personality. Love you guys. Thank you for coming and supporting all of these beautiful women.
Miss Bobbi Jo Bouffant, everyone. All right, contestant number 15. MAGGIENOLIA. All the way from Washington, Wisconsin. We asked for 1 true fact and 1 false fact. Anyway, fact number 1. She secretly loves romantic comedies. Or she has well over 100 tattoos and more were done by a person who was done on Master. Which one?
Well, a lot of you know me, so you do know that I have well over 100 tattoos. I believe that I probably spent over 1,000 hours in a tattoo chair. And if you're lucky, maybe I'll oblige after the show and I'll show you my favorite one.
Should I be afraid?
It's a family show.
Thank God for that. All right, Miss MAGGIENOLIA, you have question number 19 on my list. Let's see what this is. you know that in 1950, the Zenith Radio Corporation invented the very first TV remote control called Lazy Bones. This invention changed how we watch TV to this day. What other 1950s invention do you think has had an impact on your day-to-day life that you simply cannot live without, and why?
Well, the 1950s definitely had a ton of inventions, but I can say the best invention was the microwave oven, because how else would you make poverty nachos?
Miss Maggionolia, everyone. All right, please welcome to the stage contestant number 16, Miss Cherry Devine. All the way from Dalton, Wisconsin. We asked for one true fact and one false fact. Fact number 1, she can airbrush murals on cars. Or, fact number 2, she used to be a hip-hop dancer in her younger years.
So what do we think, everybody? Hello, Northern. So can I hip hop dance or can I airbrush? Who has an idea? Number 1. All right. What's my login? Actually, so I can't airbrush cars. So actually, up until I was 13 to 25, I actually hip hop dance.
Did you memorize your questions?
Oh my.
She got number 11.
Oh goodness.
Oh boy.
Again, how's everybody doing? Because
All right. Which magazine's front cover would you like to appear on, and why? Which front cover would you not want to be on, and why?
well, so I'm very tattooed. So I would love to make Retro Lovely's tattoo edition. I've been posted 3 times in that magazine. I would love to get a front cover. And then, Farm Life? Is that it? Is it Farm Life? Yeah. I mean, I could pull out my overalls, my mug boots. I was wearing them earlier. So that's one I would least like. But for me, it's Retro Lovely Tattoo Magazine.
Miss Cherry Devine. Please welcome to the stage contestant number 17, Miss Frankie Fox. What VIXEN she is, all the way from Abbotsford, Wisconsin. We asked for one true fact and one false fact. Fact number 1. While she was having her wisdom teeth removed, she woke up from anesthesia in the middle of it. That does not sound like fun. She could hear them talking and recall what they said after. She tried to open her eyes and started to hyperventilate before being put under further. Or fact number 2. She obsessively collects pens. If she is in any place she can take a free pen, she will. Sometimes she takes 2. And she doesn't even need them or really want them. She just can't help herself. All right, my dear. Which one do y'all think is true and which one do y'all think is false?
What do y'all think?
Is she a klepto with pens? Or did she wake up during anesthesia for wisdom teeth?
I did actually wake up during the middle of having my wisdom teeth out. It was probably worse than having children. I don't think that anyone should ever go through that, and I have a terrible fear of any dental anything. I don't even like to have my teeth cleaned. scares me.
That doesn't sound like fun to me either.
Surgeries for me. I will never choose to have a surgery if I don't have to after that.
Oh my. All right, let's pick a number. All right, number 7 on my list. All right. Keep in mind this is a family show. That's my line. What is the weirdest Google search you've ever done?
All Google searches that pertain to anything my kids have, because a rash, you know, you get some really questionable pictures that come up. So yeah, anything with that, anything with my kids, it's really awful. Don't search a rash. Don't.
I tend to agree with that. I have 3 kids too. Been there, done that.
Don't search that.
Oh, I'm good. All right, Miss Frankie Fox. All right, contestant number 18. Miss Buddy Baxter, all the way from La Crosse, Wisconsin. We asked for 1 true fact and 1 false fact. Fact number 1. She once won a talent show for hula hooping. Or, fact number 2. She once worked a job where she had to dress up like a giant sock monkey. Well, that sounds like fun. Oh, right, my dear.
Hi everybody. So what do you think? Can I hula hoop or was I a sock monkey? Okay, so I have no talent at all that would be worthy of even entering a talent contest. So I definitely did not win anything for hula hooping. I can't hula hoop at all. But I used to own and operate a small old-fashioned toy store, and for special events, I would put on a giant sock monkey mascot costume with a huge sock monkey head, and I would go out to entertain the kids, and we'd like hand out Halloween candy, things like that. And I gotta tell you, that's some work. If you ever see someone in a mascot costume, they're having a tough time. It's hot, you're blind, and also the code of mascots is you can't talk, so you're silent and you have no way of getting in and out yourself, so you're trying to like breathe calm so you don't freak out in front of the kids. And you get a lot of abuse. I was kicked, hit in the head, people would step on my feet, kids would. But I can tell you the people that loved seeing me, because in downtown La Crosse, were the bar crowds. Whenever I would come down the street, they didn't know what I was, but they were so excited to see me and everyone wanted to get a picture. So yeah, I was a sock monkey.
All right, number 6 on my list of questions. A little bit of history here. If it wasn't for Henry Ford's goal that any man with a job should be able to afford an automobile, where do you think we would be today? How would life look without having the modern day convenience of an automobile?
Wow, that is one of the biggest questions on this list. Well, I'm going to take sort of a different answer. I honestly cannot imagine the world without the automobile, but also I can't imagine a world without the things that Henry Ford did. I was born and raised in Detroit, so my dad spent his entire career working for GM, and then my grandfather before him spent his entire career working for Ford. And my whole family, our whole town was based on the automobile. I can't even begin to imagine what the whole environment would have been like without that. Because not only was he bringing the automobile to the world, he also brought the living wage to our town, which is why so many people moved there, including my great-grandparents who moved from the South to Detroit. So
Or fact number 2, she has been a vegan for 12 years. Which one do y'all think is true and which one do y'all think is false?
What do you think? Vegan or butcher? Alright, well, if you would have seen me smash one of those gyros from the corner food truck over there, you know that my first job was in a butcher shop. My dad started a butcher shop when I was 5 years old in a little small town, and it was family owned and operated, and I am proud to say that it raised a family of 6. We went to college, and we continued to help out. And one other interesting fact, I am the fastest hamburger bake sealer you will ever see in your life.
All right, my dear, let's pick a number. Question number 5. All right.
Let's go, let's do it.
There are so many different types of flowers in the world. And quite a few have different symbolic meanings behind them. I.e., roses equal love, beauty, and profound concepts. Lilies, purity, renewal, and transience. What flower best represents you, and what is its symbolic meaning?
So for me, it's the snapdragon, and specifically it's a yellow snapdragon, which means friendship, family, loyalty, and positivity, which are literally the 4, if you ask me how I would describe myself, those are the 4 things that I take the most pride in. And when I was a little girl, my grandma said to me, "Do you know why snapdragons snap?" And she pinched them. And there goes the mouth, it opens, and it looks just like a little dragon, like probably not you. And I've been obsessed ever since. And so the fact that I adore the snapdragon and the yellow snapdragon means exactly what I am as a human, it's perfect. Thanks, Northern Roundup. It's awesome to be here.
Miss Trixie Pearl, everyone! All right, please welcome to the stage contestant number 20, Miss Mama Cherry Lou. All the way from Hinckley, Minnesota. We asked for a true fact and a false fact. Fact number 1, in no particular order. She was born and raised in the land of 10,000 lakes, state of Minnesota. Or, fact number 2, she is a mom to 13 children and is a total workaholic. All right, what do y'all think is true and which one do y'all think is false? Fact number 1 or fact number 2? I am asking y'all out there.
How many of you know me already? You'll know the facts if you do.
All right, Nikki. All right, you were born and raised in Minnesota, or you have a ton of children?
So yes, I am a mother to 13 amazing children, and I'm a workaholic along with that.
All right, she got question number 12 on my list. Let's see here. If you could be invisible for the day, what would you do and why?
This is a little bit hard because off the top of my head, I immediately
need to be. I manage a Dollar General. And so when I'm gone, it is definitely a true statement of when the cat's away, the mice will play. So that happens at both my work at the store and most definitely with those 13 children. So I would love to be invisible for an entire day of my normal life to see what exactly happens. Because I never have a clue who does what.
Miss Mama Cherry Lou. Please welcome to the stage contestant number 21. Lakes, Wisconsin. We asked for one true fact and one false fact, in no particular order. Fact number 1. She has seen Ronald Reagan in person, or she helped deliver a baby in a parking lot. Either one is impressive.
Well, I am going to age myself here a little bit and tell you that in 3rd grade, my whole class got to walk down to the square in Waupaca, Wisconsin and meet Ronald Reagan on his campaign tour for president.
All right, that's pretty impressive. Number 9. All right. Miss Carlotta.
Yes.
Fins or no fins? Sleek, straight lines or rounded? Cruiser or muscle car? Describe your ultimate 1950s dream car and what would it mean to you?
Well, and this might sound a little petty, but it would be a 1950s pickup truck in bright red because I work at a school and somebody has one there in green and I am very jealous. So I want to go in there and just shine and have everybody point my truck out over his.
Miss Carlotta Raye. Number 1, she is a world famous national quad racer. Or fact number 2, she is the Eastern Iowa tractor pull scale girl. That is a mouthful. Which one do y'all think?
Which one? So I'm going to tell you guys having a good time. If you can't hear my voice, I am having an awesome time this weekend. Anybody? Those Screaming Rebels last night were so good. If you can't hear my voice, I lost it. So, the national, I was a racer, but I didn't get to go national. I ended up pregnant. Whoa. But anyway, I am a scale girl for the tractor club. I'm actually a treasury girl at Simcoe too, so gotta love them tractors just as much as you love those cars.
All right, my dear, question number 25. Just we hate or dislike? Who is in the fictional world? Who do you hate or dislike and why? It can be a character from a movie, TV show, or a book, or whatever you want.
So I'm not very good with hating somebody or disliking somebody, but I'm gonna tell you, this year we all know it's 50 years of Jaws, right? But when I was a kid, I watched Jaws, and my character I hated the most was the big shark, the big fish. So it might not be a person, but can it just be an animal? That was so scary, I did not go in the water for a really long time. And this year, it being 50 years, I watched all 3 of them on one Sunday all by myself. It was great.
Miss Mona! All right, please welcome to the stage contestant number 23, excuse me. Hazel Blaze, all the way from Gladstone, Michigan. We asked her for a true fact and a false fact. Fact number 1. She loves to travel and has been to all 50 states and 3 different countries. Or, fact number 2. She just put in a 283 small block Chevy and her 78 square body GMC. Either one. Pretty impressive, huh? What do y'all think?
I did just put a 283 small block in my 78 GMC pick-em-up truck. And I have been to 3 countries, but only 30 states.
All right, my dear. All right, my dear, you have question number 10 on my list. Let's see what that is. All right. If you could only communicate using only one word for the rest of your life, what would it be and why?
So I am known for my one-word catchphrase that I use in every situation, and that is toxic. It's raining outside, that's kind of toxic. Your girlfriend just broke up with you? Toxic. Have to work overtime? Toxic. So that would be the one word I would use because it works in every situation.
All right, Miss Hazel Blaze. All right, contestant number 24, Miss Deb Holiday. All the way from the really big town, Merrill, Wisconsin, just down the road. Anyway, we asked for one true fact and one false fact. Well, fact number 1, she is currently attending school to become a VETTE. This would be degree number 3 for her. Or, fact number 2, she used to work security in Maine and carried a 12-gauge shotgun for the moose and a 9mm for the not so much moose. All right, which one do y'all think? Work security or VETTE?
Hello, Northern! Okay, so I kind of played a little trick because up until December I was in school to be a vet tech, but I recently changed my degree to funeral services. So the truth is I did carry a 12-gauge shotgun up in Naval Base Brunswick Air Station in Brunswick, Maine to shoot a moose. I never had to shoot a moose, but if I encountered one, they had no chance.
All right, my dear. Question number 2. Did you memorize the questions? All right. What are some of the 1950s values that you incorporate in your day-to-day life and why?
I think the main 1950s value that I incorporate into my day-to-day life is community involvement and altogether neighborly love for one another. Loving your neighbors no matter who they are and what they do and who they love. Other than that, community involvement, I'm a big part of the American Legion back in my hometown, and I love to help out our local veterans.
All right, one last contestant. After this contestant, we are going to take a break for tallying and auctions and club picks, so don't go anywhere and bid on some really awesome stuff coming up, okay? All right, contestant number 25, Rustina Rose, all the way from Aiken, Minnesota? All right, we asked for a true fact and a false fact. All right, fact number 1. Rustina was at work and got a call from for an animal complaint. The person wanted to report a rather large, full-grown pig that was running around loose in the yard. This person explained the pig was squealing and oinking loudly while chasing and attempting to attack their dog. She rushed over to assist, not thinking about exactly how she would actually stop a pig. She only wanted to pet the pig, but using her detective skills, she found out who the owner was and assisted him with finding the pig. Miss Rustina drove around in the area while the owner rode a wooden wheel pedal bike, playing a harmonica and yelling, "Wilbur!" Sure enough, through the clearing in the woods, Rustina watched Wilbur running after the wooden wheel bike on his way back home. Or, fact number 2. While she was extremely pregnant with her daughter, she went to Florida on vacation. She decided to book a session to snorkel with the manatees. She shimmied in her wetsuit and set sail to see the manatees. She got into the murky waters. Suddenly a shark swam by. It was actually a tiny fish that resembled a shark. Then a huge face was nose to nose with her. A manatee had become curious about her. The manatee used its fins to hug her pregnant belly before assisting her with swimming back to the boat. Well, either story is pretty impressive. All right. Which one do y'all think is true and which one do y'all think is false? The pig or the manatee?
Do you guys think it was about the pig or a manatee? So the manatee story is almost true. I was pregnant, I did see a shark, I did touch a manatee, well it touched me. It just did not swim back to the boat with me. However, the pig one, I don't tell a lot of people this, but this room I'm going to tell a bunch. I've been a police officer for 13 and a half years. That's one of my stories. Thank you. And I remember this guy saying, "Hey, do you have a pig?" He's coming running at me and he stopped. And he goes, "Yeah, why? Why do you care?" So I think your pig is attacking a dog. He goes, "Hold on." And he ran back into his house and came out with this like 1 pound bag of candy. He said, "Let's go find my pig." He found his pig, he says, "You're good to go." I get back in my squad car, I'm driving, look over, an old school wooden bike. He's yelled, "Wilbur!" And the pig is chasing after him. And I'm like, you just can't make this up. So that is my truth.
All right. So you get the last question. So, do you really want to pick out the bag or not?
I could, but I don't think I can touch it with my gloves.
All right. Anyway, she has question number 3 on my list. Which pinup of the past and or present would you want to meet and why?
I I'd like to first say thank you guys for having me. I drove about 6 hours to come here and everybody's been amazing. I do want to try those swings back there too. I didn't even know those existed till I walked in. But it's gonna sound cliche, but Marilyn Monroe, I was probably about my daughter's age and my mom put on Some Like It Hot. And I was like, man, this lady is beautiful. And I just fell in love with her. And I started researching her and I'm like, man, she's got a cool history. And since then I was kind of obsessed. When I moved into my house, I had like 3 of the same books and 3 of the same pictures because everybody buys me Marilyn Monroe stuff. But one of my coolest stories is my grandpa was in the Korean War right after she married Joe DiMaggio. And he always liked to tell me that he could one-up me because he got to meet her. So that is mine, and thank you guys very much for having me.
Miss Rustina, roll is number 1. All right, that concludes all 25 contestants. We are going to take a break for the auctions, raffles, and the picks. Stay tuned, we will get everything set up here in a moment, and the show will be back on. Thank y'all. All right, ladies in the pinup contest, please line up in front of the stage. All right, passing down the crowns this year is Miss Northern Roundup 2024, Miss Sadie something. Give her a round of applause. All right, so I'm gonna make this quick, so I do apologize. Our second runner-up with the title of Miss Sparkplug 2025, Miss Mona. Congratulations, Miss Mona. And our first runner-up with the title of Miss Dynamite 2025, Bella Fire. All right, congratulations, Miss Bella Fire. Now, for the title of Miss Northern Roundup 2025. Can we get a drum roll? Without further ado, Miss Northern Roundup 2025, Millie Rose Mitchell. All right, let's give all these ladies a big round of applause and congratulations to our top 3. We'll be setting up shortly, so give us just a moment to get the auctions ready.
Drive your old car, support your local bands, and watch John Yao Media.